race, Grand Slam track debut. How did the race feel for you?
Oh man, it was tough. I feel like I covered the move, and then they had an extra gear up front, so yeah, kind of ended up off where I wanted to be, but I feel like a good first transition to Grand Slam from the 10, so I'm excited to be a part of it, yeah.
Yeah, how are the legs feeling after that 10K?
Pretty good. They've definitely been feeling better the last couple of days. It's funny when you go from running like 72s to 73s, 68 definitely feels like a difference, but yeah, I just think it's good practice for me for championship racing, like trying to get stronger where I can hang in rounds and work on like coming back quickly and recovering, so yeah.
What was the kind of like couple days between, like what were you doing to make sure that you were ready for today?
Yeah, the first couple days were super chill, just like easy jog, and then kind of, I wouldn't even call it a workout, but Tuesday kind of like glorified strides, 200s and 100s, and then pre-meet yesterday. So yeah, very chill. The name of the game was just getting recovered, getting the legs feeling better.
And then mentally knowing that you have the 3K and the 5K for this weekend, like what did you do to make sure that you're prepared? Again, kind of in the competition mindset as well against all these women.
Yeah, I honestly feel like the mindset's the biggest part. Like everyone's doing strength and practicing running back to back, and so I think the mindset is really big. I think a big thing is just focusing on one at a time. It's like you can't be in the middle of the race thinking about the next race. So that's what I was trying to do today when I was responding to some of the moves. Like just make the moves and be in the race you're in. Don't be thinking about what's ahead.
Is it frustrating the gap was as big as it was?
For sure, yeah. I mean, like I said, I feel like there was a gap that formed, and I kind of bridged that gap, and then I feel like they started running really fast at the front, or faster at the front again. And yeah, I mean, that's a big part of like why I'm excited about this is like more opportunities to race the people at the front, you know, like Taye, all of them are people that, like, you know, she has multiple medals. They're the ones that are up the front, like dictating the race at a global championship. So the more I can do these races and get that experience and like hopefully just keep putting myself in it and trying to stick at the parts where the front runners make a big move like that. But yeah, it's for sure hard.
Do you think you're more in 10K shape right now? Like, was that the focus of this part of your season? Or?
That was the focus of this block, yeah. We definitely touched on some like 3K and 5K pace, so I honestly feel like I'll feel better doing the 5K now that I like touched on some, you know, 68, 69s again. The 10K was definitely the focus, and I think that's always hard, like when you have a focus and then the 10K wasn't what I wanted, so it's like quickly trying to pivot and just tell yourself like I'm strong enough to be prepared for any distance race. And that's kind of like, to your point on the mindset, it's like that's kind of what I had to do, like not so much focusing on like the splits of a workout if you're in 3K shape or not, but just like gotta kind of go in and believe it and put yourself in it.
I wonder if, knowing that you had the 5K coming up and the gap was so big, strategically, you want to maybe finish higher overall. Did you think at any point in the race, like, okay, maybe I'm gonna like maneuver a little bit different to make sure I have enough for the 5K? You know.
I feel like that wasn't in the back of my mind. I think the only thing was like being super present in the race. Like I will say, I think a lot of us, there were unknowns. Like, is this gonna be a tactical type race? And so I think that really set the tone of like, these are going to be, you know, pretty honest races, even in the wind and the heat. Like it's good, like it's good. And I think, you know, I'm going to get more out of doing that than like keeping everyone together, because that's not usually how a world final goes.
How did the heat feel? Getting in it?
Yeah, I didn't notice it too much. I would say like notice the wind a little bit, but in general it wasn't bad. I think, like I said, I just think it's like, it's kind of the same every time. It's like being prepared for that last like 1200 to K. Like I feel like whether it's 3K or 5K at the world level, like that's when the move is made, like between a mile to go and a K to go. And that's just what I gotta work on. Yeah.
Thanks. Good job.
You.